It took them 2 days, but we finally have the translated patch notes for what's about to come on Trickcal Chivigo for the next big update, which is going to be on the 29th of this month in January. So let's talk a little bit about everything we're getting. I'm going to be showcasing some of the newest stuff we're getting from the Korean server as an example. I'm also leaving a couple of good links in the description for you guys to check for the new game modes. That said, before we start, hello the internet, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today's topic, Developers Note Volume 2. This was posted 2 days ago into the Japanese side on January 10, but it took a little bit to be translated. I don't mind, at least we are getting them. Some games don't even bother posting to the English side and only post to like the Japanese or Asian speaking country sides, right? So we'll take it, even if it takes a couple extra days. It doesn't really matter considering the update it's in like 2 weeks, right? That's it. Let's jump directly into what we're getting. As usual, leave a like, subscribe, and make it the channel. And we're gonna start with the first thing. The first thing that they are introducing is the gameplay implementation short-term stat class. Now, some of these things are not properly translated because they are using directly the Japanese, translated into here. But this gameplay, it's basically right here. What you guys have been asking how it works when you go into this screen right there, right top left, this classroom right there for tutoring. And in here, you can grind equipment one-on-one pieces every single day, which is really good. I don't know what the max level is at the moment. I actually think it's 40. I don't usually do this. But the TLDR on how this works is that every day, different stages will be open. The stages give the same rewards. So if you're doing stage 30 on Innocence or stage 30 on the Press, it's the same rewards you are going to be getting. And this doesn't mean you are forced to use characters of that element. You can use any characters you want, right? I can go to stage 31 and I can use any characters I want. You are not restricted to specific personalities. And you will be getting as a reward stones, some gems for the first time clear reward, and the most important thing, obviously, it's going to be equipment 101. Now, equipment 101 is really important to be gearing up lower tier characters and long term to save on gems and on candy, right? So this is great. You will be able to have 2 attempts per day. And if you do not want to push or you are stuck, you can directly sweep. You can come and be like, okay, I want to sweep my 2 attempts and I get some free equipment 101, right? Now, I don't know if the amount will be the same for global, if it will be different or what's going to happen, but that is how it works from the Korean side. Pretty simple game mode with really good rewards because equipment 101, it's an important resource. So that's the first thing we are getting, right? Pretty nice. The second thing we are getting is the Elias Frontier. Now, Elias Frontier is the second type of raid that Trickcal has. You have the Dimensional Clash, and then you have the Elias Frontier. Now, Elias Frontier, I am not an expert. I've barely done it in Korea. I'm not going to be pretending that I know how it fully works. But if you guys are interested, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description down below from Arca that goes about how it actually works. A TLDR, a small TLDR, is that you will have to actually fight different bosses while you can directly pick what runes and what items your characters have. So it's a lot less RNG than Dimensional Clash, but it's also more time consuming because there is more bosses to fight and more things to do, but it's more rewarding as well. Among the rewards we are getting for Elias Frontier, there is also a new shop and a new type of currency. If I scroll down here, as you can see, you're getting this currency right there. If I open this on a new tab, this currency right here will open a new shop right here. Now, do not take this shop as this is what we're getting. We do not know if our shop will be the same or not, obviously, right? But as you can see, you will be able to get some gems, you will be able to get some pulls, some mallows, some nice equipment pieces, and the most important thing, in my opinion, these resources down here, which are huge. If we were to get them, I'm focusing on this first because I like my Fab Lab to be done sooner or later. That said, a lot of really nice stuff in here, right? So if we're getting the same shop, that will be pretty good, not gonna lie. Also, Renewa is pretty cute. First time we're seeing her, and hopefully sooner than later we can pull for her as well. So that is the second thing we're getting, Elias Frontier. Once again, I'll leave this link in the description down below, and you guys just can directly translate it and see how it fully works if you're interested. The next thing we are going to be getting is weekend gameplay launching in the late January, early February. And there is 2 mini games. The first one is Stack M High, Power Tower, and then WW Elias. These are simply mini games you will be able to play on the weekends that give extra resources. If you miss them, you are not breaking your account, but this is for the people who play every day and want more things to do. You will be able to finally have, a couple extra mini games to play while getting resources. I'm not a fan of mini games in gacha games. On Trickcal is not as bad because Trickcal itself is a meme game. Like it doesn't feel as forced as other gacha games. So a nice extra side thing to do to get more resources, like as you can see, gold and more equipment resources, which is the equipment 101. After that, we're also getting some extra web packages. Don't really care about those. I've already said this. If you buy through the website, then good, because not every country has the game available, but not a big thing overall. They are improving the resource download optimization, the background play as well, and the ongoing localization improvements for greater immersion. This would be good if this post wasn't translated from JP and not even putting the proper names for the items of the game. It defeats a little bit the purpose of saying we are going to be improving localization when you are translating and not even properly putting item names, but that is me nitpicking. I don't care too much because I just here to collect cute, cheeky girls, all right? Just saying. And then we're also finally getting the voice lines for the Speaky Pet. For those of you who don't remember, we got the Speaky Pet a few days ago, but she has no voice lines until this update goes live on the 29th, right? With everything else. When it comes to banners and what else we are getting, they do not say. We also should have gotten 2 days ago, if you guys remember, some extra rewards, and that was because specifically these patch notes, even though we didn't get them until today, but these rewards were distributed 2 days ago. And that's basically everything for this update, which is already huge, by the way. We're getting 2 new game modes, 2 new mini games. We're getting a new Get Cheeky Girl as well, which is going to be the Blanchett banner, which is already plenty of new stuff to do. So not only we go from the 100-day update full of rewards, we now have another pretty big update with new game modes included. Pretty happy, can't complain, can't say anything. We already showed Blanchett and her skins the other day, so not much to say about her. I'm actually happy we're getting her because she's a pretty cute character. So we are getting at least a copy, maybe going for 4 stars, I'm not sure. And we're grabbing whatever skin they decide to put with her as well. That's it, enough jumping. Pretty short video, honestly, on the patch notes because there is not a lot of things to actually go through outside of the new game mode and also Elias Frontier. And I'm leaving a link in the description for that. We are live every single day, as usual. If you also guys need help, check the website in the description. Good luck with your pool, the internet, and I'll see you in the next one.